No, I don't care that you see me raw, and you know what? That's what life is. And any dad who doesn't say he has severe emotions for his daughter being kidnapped and his entire life being destroyed for money and to save face, is it any wonder that the same people that ransacked my house are the same people that I'm in a lawsuit with, are the same people that falsely reported me to CPS, that are the same people covering the school. That Deputy Dalton, that dirty motherfucker, he's everywhere, man. He's over there covering up the water fraud from Granite Falls. He's over there covering up the abuse at the school. He's over there covering up the landlord's freaking fraudulent writs. Oh my God. That's motherfucker. I had to sit next to him for like 4 hours today. God. I swear to God, if men could be men these days, especially in Washington, I swear that. And how the hell they just keep getting away with it. And everybody's just so cowardly up here. But yeah, men have emotions. What do you know? They do. And all y'all making comments here, there, this, that. I guarantee the women are the ones. Look, he's got tears streaming down his eyes because his daughter's stuff has been destroyed. Yeah, exactly. We're people too. Us toxic wretches of human society. Yeah, we're toxic too. Yeah, we are so toxic. God, that makes me so sick. You know what? If men are toxic, women are fucking radioactive. Like these DCYF women, that's straight weird. Like the toxicity, you can like, oh, okay, we'll detox, maybe get over it. Radioactive, that's like the demon core. That hits you once, boom, you're just dead. That's it. Like you get near it, you're done. Like we'll pull that one out. Let's do that one. And it's all these childless cat women. This is all perpetuated by freaking DCYF women, school women. There's not one man that has reported me for anything. There's not one any of my friends that has reported me for anything. There's not one person that knows me. There's not one person that knows Fred. None of her daycare moms. None of her, anybody that's known her. It's always some freaking woman standing to make money. Or DCYF reporting to them damn selves. I got one report of one of their employees calling themselves from their cell phone to report to themselves, of themselves, talking to themselves, and then writing a report about themselves, talking to themselves. And yeah, you know what? My style's a little bit different. I don't care. You know, if you can't understand that, yeah, say like that, I just farted. What's up? Life is life, and everybody that's what drives me nuts. Everybody's so spit and polished and edited and so freaking fake. There's so much just facade. And that's why all my friends are like, how the hell you just go at it and you don't edit it, you don't polish, you don't do your hair, you don't do makeup, you don't lie, and you don't give a shit about nothing. I'm like, no, this is what it is. This is what life is. And if you don't acknowledge that this is what life is, you're living in some narcissistic personality disorder, like bipolar, whatever the catchphrase mental issue of the day is. Life is life. People have emotions, yo. And if you can't be there and you can't feel it and you can't emote with that and you can't have empathy for that, well then you're a piece of shit human being too. You know? And that light is driving me nuts. I'm just like a moth right into her. I can't stop. I guess that helps me make eye contact with the camera. I got the Asperger's, so I just want to, can't stand looking at it for too long. But it's just kind of like, ooh, he found home. I guess it might help actually. Maybe I should just put a light up there and I'll just stare into the light and watch the train come and smack me down the tunnel like the old Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm happy. And to encompass all human emotion and to get it all, you have to get it all. You can't just get the polished and written script. Like, welcome to life. Like, life isn't just what you put on Facebook. It's what you're feeling every day. And I hope documenting this is helping. If it helps somebody through this DCYF, or getting roughed up by the cops, or getting manipulated by the court system, or I don't know, if you just want to sit there and laugh at me. Go look at that little pussy. Oh, yeah. That old man, he cried because all his daughter's stuff, her entire life has just disappeared. And he's sad, and he's emotional. It's not really sad. I'm more sad for her. You know, my shit, I could give a shit less. Like, how many times have I had, life collapse, and you just got to pick yourself up, bootstrap that crap, it happens, and if you haven't had it happen, you're lucky. And if it's your first time happening, you know what, just get up one day at a time. And I know it sounds like cliche as shit, but you get up, you get over it. I've been a millionaire 3 times now. And then don't ever trust anybody. Tell you what, do not ever trust anybody. Don't get married. Don't you ever get married. Don't put anybody on your bank account. God help you, don't ever put anybody on your bank account. Okay, first time I was a millionaire, had a hardware store, business partner. I went from $238 in my bank account to $1.7 million within a year. And it's Salt Lake City. Not Bold Anchor. Not Bolt, dude. Yeah, went awesome. 2 years running, went from like 1.7 or doing like 2.4. Came up here to Seattle because I had a lot of customers up here. And that was back in the day when nobody's going to buy bolts on the internet. I mean, who the hell is going to buy anything on the internet? You stupid boomers. Like, I don't know how many freaking investors I talk to. I'm like, hey, I'm going to put all this stuff on the internet. My original thing was in 1999 because my parents had a hardware store. My family did. And I'm like, hey, why don't we take all this inventory from this Unix system and we put her on the internet? And I got this, I'm like, what, 16 or something like that, 17. I'm like, well, put her on the internet. What are you talking about, kid? Nobody's going to buy anything on the internet. I mean, it's such a fad. I mean, you want an American Online disk? Like, give me a break. And yeah, my family's business. They started the same year Fastenal did, and they dominate Utah, like up, down, left, and right, Utah, Idaho. But had they done the internet thing when I told them to do the internet thing, we could have done Fastenal under, or been at least on par if they would have had half a brain. But no, they were cool doing what they did. So I had to break off about 6-7 years later, 2006-ish. When was that bowling? 2006, 2008. Oh, 2000. I was bartending. Then came up here end of 2011. 1, 2, 3. 2009. It was right. Yeah, it was right when everybody was tanking during the what was it? Credit default swap mortgage-backed security bull crap. And I came in, I started doing delivery and doing like small manufacturing, cutting threaded rod, doing plate anchors, those ICBO 2009 things, little 3 tack welds and the big plate anchor with the 2H heavy hex nuts and the V7 rod. I started there with a bandsaw. It was that Chicago Harbor Freight orange chop saw and the Chicago orange 6-inch grinder, maybe it was an 8-inch grinder. I remember when we first started, I bought every single freaking bench grinder, the entire state of Utah, pulled them all in from Idaho and Nevada. It was a Harbor Freight special. You had to buy 3 to get that 90-day warranty because they'd all blow up before you'd end them. But we beat the shit out of them. And, about 20, 30 into them for like 50, 60 bucks or whatever they were back then. Then I was introduced to Baldor. Yes, the best grind. You get that 1 horse, 1 1/4 horse, 1.5 horse Baldor, the 220 volt, or the 3-phase. Oh, if you got the one of them 3-phase 2 horses, oh my God, those things, 8-inch grinder. Baldur, you make a fabulous, fabulous machine. Once I was onto that, I'm like, oh, where have you been my whole life? That and Kalamazoo, that we bought a jet. Was it a jet or was it Steel City? No, we got a jet first off. It was that little jet 7x10. Bandsaw was after the blowing up 3 Makitas, or blowing up, what would we do? We started with the 14-inch chop saw. I'm tired. I'm so sick. I'm drained. I'm emotionally drained. I'm physically drained. Today's been a rough day. You know what? You just take it a time, and tomorrow's another day. You know, just keep it going. Just be man. Yeah, you watched me break. You watched me have an emotional moment. You were not all perfect. I didn't break. You watched emotion, and men have it, and they try and hide it. But you know, if you're saying, "Oh man, shut up, man," you both shut up, man. I hear you talking shit in there. But you know what? You're sobbing in your pillow tonight. So at least I got the balls to get out here and be like, look, this is what life really is. And a lot of it is empathy or sympathy. Whatever one it is to feel emotion for a person or put yourself in a person's shoes. Whatever the hell that one is. Because my daughter makes me feel so much. Like the love I feel for her, and when I try and put myself in her little shoes and look at her little life and how tragic it's been with her mother abandoning her right out the gate, and me trying to just hold the sandcastle up just enough so she can have a semblance of a life together, just grow up without being just totally fucked up, you know. And the world just wants to fuck her up. It does. Washington State's on a mission. They are on a mission to abuse. My daughter's never been hurt in her life. I've never touched her in her life. I disciplined her. Yeah, I spanked her. Oh, wow, that's legal. You can have corporal punishment. And they tried throwing that at me. I'm like, yeah, I spanked her on her diaper when she was trying to touch the burner when she was 3. We were sitting there at the stove. She's like, ah. I'm like, no, baby. And she kept doing it, so I had to whack her on the butt. Yep, I did. I whacked her on the butt to stop her from burning the shit out of herself on the stove. And one of them DCF ghouls tried using that against me. I'm like, you know, that piece of shit school's over there beating her with rulers. The principal came after her and cut her with fucking scissors, for Christ's sake. Why don't you get on that? You're going to tell me I'm an asshole for whacking her on the butt 5 years ago, when she was just teeny little 3-year-old, which if you're a parent, you like, they do stupid stuff. You got to like walking off the cliff. No, you don't want to walk off that 40-foot cliff. You got to give them a little reset, you know. And it's not wrong. It's legal here in Washington too. Even crazy communist Democrat Washington. Corporal punishment is absolutely legal. As long as it does not leave a mark lasting more than 3 days. And like, don't be like, you don't need, I've never heard her. I was just the, hey, yo, little kid. Like, sometimes they need a reset. I'm not trying to justify nothing, but if you're a parent, you know. And if you don't, you're probably going to have a pissant kid if you don't set a boundary, really. I mean, you end up with a bunch of millennials. You end up with a bunch of millennial women. And you see how well that's going, you know. But I don't even know where the hell I'm going. I'm just talking to the camera. Like, get it out there. It's, what a day, man. What a day. But tomorrow's another one, and we'll get through it. I mean, I'm getting all sorts of legal experience. You know, I'm finding out who's the colluding, what's the technical details. Today I got set back on a technical detail because the sheriff, who did not complete the writ, sent me down to the courthouse to get a stay of the writ. And I came back. They were still doing it. But they're colluded. They colluded together and said, oh, we were already done. So I lost on that. But I didn't lose on that because the 2 hours later, Actually, an hour and a half later, right after he got done with that, I walked right back in that damn courthouse with a motion to, what did I file? I don't know. I got so many motions. I got a motion to reconsider, and this one was a order to vacate the judgment. 2 hours after that dude, 2 hours after that man order that judgment, I got a motion to reconsider on it and an order to vacate it on that technicality, because during that hearing, the landlord's sneak lawyer handed me their whole documentation, which done proved. Like I had the $4 million. It started off $140,000 for the landlord tenant violations, which are this is the new law Washington did in 2020 or 2023. Is actually the first law I've ever read that Washington's ever done that actually fucking makes sense and protects normal people. Like, they got away with all the slumlord stuff. Like, if you give a man a security deposit to secure the lease, it secures the lease. So it can only be 25% of the first month's rent. So say your rent's $2,000. You give them $2,000 for your whatever deposit, like they try and do. Only $500 of that can be the security deposit, and that's to secure the lease. That means you pay them that money, and when you get the lease, that money transfers over to rent. And they don't get to keep it no more. They don't get to, we're gonna do first, last, and deposit. It's all $3,000 a piece. Give us $10,000, we'll let you in. And then in 3 months, we'll find some stupid shit, kick you out, and then do the next thing for the next person. You can't cycle through like that no more, landlords. You actually have to operate like a business. And you can't charge them for no damages deposit with normal wear and tear. Yeah, you have to keep your own carpet up. You have to paint your own building. You have to actually, maintain your business. And a lot of landlords aren't liking that, because then they can't do the slumlord thing no more. You're not like anybody ever move out of an apartment, clean the thing spick and span, like hospital clean. You could eat off. You could do surgery, and you could like Intel freaking microchip clean room clean, like 10 times more clean than a hospital. Like, you could be making freaking silicon lithographs in there, no problem. And they'll come in and like, oh no, we had to have the professional Mary Maids come in or whatever. It's going to be another $1,000 after we kept your cleaning deposit anyway. That's now illegal in Washington. And anything they violate like that is double whatever you gave them for the first deposit. So these dumb fucks, like, you have to have a check-in list, and they have to keep everything in escrow. They have to give receipts where the escrow account is. It's really strict. Really, really strict on what the landlord can and can't do now. And they racked up dang old 24 violations by like week 3. And 25, and I paid them $2,500 deposit, which is supposed to go to rent. And no, I don't read it that way. Well, what do you mean you don't read it? It's A, it says it in your lease, dingbat. B, says it in the law. What do you mean you don't read it that way? Like, did you learn to read? Because that's what that says. But they racked up like 24, 25 of these things, and doubled the deposit liabilities, $5,000 a pop. I'm like, you're up at like 140, 180 grand, like however you want to measure it. And then this whole harassment and threatening with the evictions, losing money, like, force to have, is this the cops? Oh, here we go. What are we doing now? Oh, come on. Yes. What do you want? Problem, officer?
Yes, sir. You can't be parked here after hours.
Okay, I will leave then.
Okay.
Got
it. You can't be parked in the city, and you can't do unlawful camping if you're sleeping in your vehicle. That is also an offense.
Okay.
In public areas, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you got to find some.
Where am I supposed to go? Do you know where my stuff went?
I have no clue.
You know?
Nope.
Okay, it was out there this morning.
Okay.
And
They gave you until 10.
no, they didn't give me any notice at all.
They did. They gave you until 10.
No, they didn't. They didn't give me any notice.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to move. Okay.
Okay, I'll move.
thank you.
Where would you like me to go?
I don't know. You can find that out.
Where is it? Or you're not going to ask me yet?
Well, if you have some place to stay, you can go there.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, you can't just park and camp in Granite Falls. It's a violation of city ordinance.
Mhm.
It's unlawful camping.
Okay.
Okay. It's punishable as a misdemeanor, up to $1,000 fine.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So find somewhere else to go.
No problem. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Never had a problem with that in my life. At all. That's Deputy Thorne for you.